9 months in, protests already over the Galamsey menace. They said decisive action ought to be taken. A state of emergency ought to be declared. Awula Sewa, Daryl Bosu, they'll all join us this morning. Plus, yesterday, the entirety of the African continent came together and on that jollof war. Can you believe we got beaten? Ghana got beaten in the jollof war. Sierra Leone, would you believe it? They emerged victorious in that jollof war. The winners will be joining us this morning as well. What did the magic for them? They should be bringing food for us to taste as well. But it was all fun, all exciting yesterday at the 3FM Afro Connect at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Plus, our Thought Leadership series a lot later today as well. And so it's an action-packed morning. Well, let's start it all with the weather this morning. And as always, we're thankful to have Felicity Ahafianyo join us. Felicity, a pleasant morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
We're blessed and highly favored. What about you?
By the grace, I'm better today than yesterday.
Fantastic. Yesterday, your prediction was right, but like we prayed for, there was very little rain actually, and so we were able to have lots of fun at the 3FM Afro Connect. What is it expected to look like today? Still showers of rain?
Yes, we still expect showers of rain over most portions. Currently, a rainstorm has engaged or engulfed the northern sector, moving into the savannah and later into the upper west regions. Then it's going to trigger some rain and thunder over the middle portions, those in eastern region, part of Volta, part of Ashanti, and Bono East and Ahafo areas later in the day. The coastal strip is going to be cloudy, dull, and then possible some rain with occasional thunderstorms later in the day. Temperatures will still be comfortable for us today. We expect it between 30 and 32 across the country. The state of the sea is still expected to be rough, with some patches of clouds and possible some slight rain over some areas. So fisher folks need to protect themselves in terms of rain. But then the state of the sea is also rough. So if their boats are light, they need to take precautions. Water Lake, this morning, the southern portions is good, but then those in the middle to the north, they should prepare for some stormy weather.
And so, state of the sea considerably better than it was yesterday?
No, it's the same. That today is going to have some rain in addition to what happened yesterday.
But generally...
So, as I said yesterday, the flags are still erected. We expect the white or the green, the areas are safe. The yellow and red, the areas are not safe.
So when it's yellow and red, it means it's not safe, and so you're advised not to get into the sea. But if it's white and green...
Yes.
Then it's considerably safe and we can. But we're expecting, particularly for those of us down south, it's expected to be sunny and there will be no rain, because I hear you mention in the northern parts, that's where we're expecting, and then coming down to the middle belt as well.
Yes, there's those in the southern belt. Ours will be cloudy, and then we have pockets of rain here and there. Then later in the morning into the late afternoon, we expect some brief sunny periods too. Our attention is not much on the sun now. Some areas will be cloudy, dull, and then some slight rain here and there.
Right then, right then. Felicity, as always, thank you very much. Yesterday, Sierra Leone beat us in the Jollof contest. We couldn't win. We'll be
You could do.
the winners will be joining us a lot later this morning as well. We'll ask them what was the magic ingredients they used, reason why they beat us. So please be on the lookout so that we will incorporate it into our cooking manuals for onboarding, if I can call it that.
I remember last year I was in Sierra Leone, Freetown, and I tasted their cassava leaf stew, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, cassava leaves. Yeah, I think for those of us back in secondary school, they used to mix cassava leaves with kontomire for us when we were having kontomire stew. You rarely be able to tell the difference. So I don't doubt when you say it was pretty cool actually.
Well, I see. I've never said that anywhere. I was a day student back in Ullo, secondary school.
Ullo girls?
Yeah, I'm Ullo.
Oh, okay. I was in Mauli school, so close neighbors in the whole municipality. But as always, yeah. Thank you very much, Felicity, for providing the weather updates for us this morning as well.
Yeah, thank you. To enjoy the day.
You too.
Sunrise on 3FM. The best in the morning. The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM. The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM. Sunrise on 3FM. The best in the morning. The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM. The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM. Sunrise on 3FM. The best.
Big on the front page, SHS students must use harmonized prospectus. Freshest to report October 18. That's according to the Ghana Education Service. And there's brewing controversy still on the education front, this time at UCC, because there's controversy over the Vice Chancellor position, and GTEC takes punitive measures against UCC. UCC Vice Chancellor controversy, that's as well on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Then we hear health alert, poison cases on the rise. We'll get into the details of that as well. And then Molex Foundation to train 500 girls in science, technology, engineering and mathematics. And then at the back page, Kukrantumi police station closed down after youth attack. Indian High Commission commemorates World Cleanup Day. Those are the stories both on the front page and the back pages of the Daily Graphic as well. Also, I have the New Republic here. First Lady takes global stage. champions children's rights at 7th UN General Assembly prayer service for children. It comes with a picture of the First Lady, Lordina Mahama. Then there is a cartoon on the front page as well of the New Republic. It says Edidija. That's what it says. See you later. It's a picture of someone looking like Johnson Asiedun Ketia, who's the chairman of the NDC. But Baby Mosquito gets appointment to Unipa bad. That's what it says. GSE's rally hits new height with near 60% year-on-date return or gains. That's the Ghana Stock Exchange. If you're an investor, you should be looking towards that. Boost for agricultural lending as Bank of Ghana approves Gesell's guarantee as loan collateral, and 3.5 billion Galamsey apocalypse rocks farmers, food import crisis imminent due to pollution. Then the last one, eyes cleared. Apenyo Markin throws weight behind 24-hour economy and big push agenda. Crosby, you have a number of papers as well.
Right, I'll start with the Archives newspaper. It says profiling the fact on the front page, banner headline: voters in all 16 regions say Ghana is on right path. Latest Global Info Analytics poll reveal. Also on the front page of the paper, Miracles Abuaje caught in Galamsey hypocrisy. The paper says he flip-flops from demo threats to press conference. The front page is also reporting this story: rising cases of diabetes, stroke, kidney failures and others. Mahama Cares begins assessment at major hospitals to save life. It comes with a picture of the administrator of the Mahama Cares Foundation, as well as some officials of the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. I can see the deputy medical director in the picture, as well as the medical director of the facility also in the picture. Another story: man brutally assaulted for insulting Atumfo, but attackers walk scot-free. I don't know if any of you have seen this story.
Yeah, I saw the video, and I mean, nobody condones insult in any way or form, but assault as a means of correcting a wrong is an absolute
two wrongs cannot make a right.
Absolutely.
So these are the stories that the Archives newspaper is reporting. Lastly from me is the New Finder newspaper. The front page: T-bills auction oversubscribed by 14%. The story is on page 12 of the paper. Like you mentioned, the investors should look out for this. 24-hour economy to benefit from pension fund investment. Gold price surge boosts Ghana's export earnings. HR Focus Africa Conference set for October 17 in Accra. These are the stories on the front page of the Finder newspaper.
Sixtus, you have the Ghanaian Times.
The most authoritative newspaper says at annual national Maulid, support Galamsey fight, government rallies Muslims. And our leaders must emulate Nkrumah's ideological conviction. Dr. Anoche Frimpong is the one being quoted here. President launches the Accra Reset reimagining global governance for health and development in New York. The UN Assembly, General Assembly meeting is starting, and so we would have a lot of activity from that side. And we have a new EU ambassador to Ghana. Crosby, what's the name?
Which one? This one?
That one.
Yeah, we have a new EU ambassador. Tell us,
It says tell us who he is.
On the paper you
Are you
read.
not the one reviewing their paper? Just mention the man's name.
Crosby.
You say
Stop that thing on. So on the back page of
you
the
have
Ghanaian
not
Times
mentioned the man's
newspaper,
name. Please, listeners want to know who this.
Ron Skinnybash.
Ron what?
Skinnybash.
Are you saying Skelebash or what are you saying?
The man is pronouncing the name like an insult.
Your Excellency, welcome to Ghana. We love the EU. We love you. We hope you will have a good time in Ghana and you will help deepen trade relations. Now, Ghana is more interested in trade relations. We think that we have what it takes to trade with the outside world. So, EU ambassador to Ghana, welcome. There's a lot to trade in Ghana, so let us deepen the partnerships. Make spaces available for recreational events. Sports Minister Kofi Adams is quoted at the back page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Asante Kotoko survive, Kwara United scare, and Gold Stars fall in Accra.
That's Bibiani Gold Stars.
Bibiani Gold
they
Stars.
Lost at home and they are seeking to turn the tide.
That's a very bad start.
Almost as if they've been knocked out. I'll be very honest.
They are the champions, right?
They are the league. They are the league champions. Yeah.
And so, some way. But the GPL match day 2 scores at a glance. Let me give you that. Mediama SC 4 and Vision FC 0, Hohoi United 1, Young Apostles 1, 11 Wonders 1, Hearts of Lion 4, Ediana.
Ah,
okay.
I'll see Ediana.
1 and Nations FC is 0. Bechem United 0, Holy Stars 0, and Summertex 0, Karela United 1, All Blacks 2, Brekum Chelsea 0, Dreams FC 0, and Hearts of Oak 1. Asante Kotoko and Bibiani Kotoko?
Bibiani Gold Stars.
I'm seeing Kotoko. Okay, so Asante Kotoko and the Bibiani club postponed that engagement.
But was there a result for Hohoi United?
Hohoi is not
They
even
played,
captured.
I think it was 1 or 1-1.
Are you sure you people are still in the? It's not there. But I'm saying
you mentioned it.
Hohoi. No.
It's not. Hoi.
Okay. I do. Okay.
All right, let's get into the details.
You drew with Young Apostles.
Young Apostles, all right. So 2 draws for us to kickstart.
So the first 2 games.
Yeah, first 2 games. We drew against Hearts of Oak.
By the time you finish the season, you get the same number of points as number of games played.
we fear no fool.
So is it Legon Cities that has transformed into All Stars? Where is it again?
This one, I know Legon Cities. A club was promoted, and the relegated Legon Cities purchased that club and changed the name to Legon Cities again.
No, that was All Stars.
No, this is not. I'm talking about just last season getting into.
Okay. So that's what I'm now asking. What's the name of that new club?
No, so that new club will be Legon Cities.
No, they changed the name.
No. So it was another club before. Just maybe when the sports guys come, we'll clarify that. It was another club before which gained promotion into the GPL.
In politics too much. You read sports too.
And oh no, I'm very ardent with sports as well. But they purchased the club, Legon Cities, which had been relegated. They purchased the club and changed the name to Legon Cities again. So pretty much the same old. But Crosby, I see you have a number of stories you've opened.
Yes. So let me start with this. This is a good advice that I want to share with listeners. So there's a doctor at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital is warning against binge drinking and poor lifestyle.
What?
Yes, binge drinking.
As in gulping down a few bottles.
Yes, the one. And poor lifestyle.
Okay.
So he's a fellow in training at gastroenterology at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. Dr. Fatima Mohammed has cautioned the public against binge drinking and other harmful lifestyle practices, warning that they are closely linked to severe gastrointestinal conditions. According to the World Health Organization, alcohol misuse contributes significantly to the disease worldwide, and in Ghana, studies show that binge drinking, particularly among young people has been on the rise, often leading to complications that place additional pressure on healthcare facilities. So I used this story.
So she's worried about
linking it to another one.
Facilities.
Yes, linking it to the story about rising cases of diabetes, of stroke, kidney failures, and others. This came to light when the administrator of the Mahama Cares Fund, the Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund, Obobi Dako, visited the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and it was a little, not little worrying. It was a concerning revelation that the things we began experiencing in a part of the world: increase in the numbers of cases of diabetes, of stroke, of kidney failures, and others. So from between January and now, over 5,000 of these cases have been recorded at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital alone.
5,000?
Yes, over 5,000 of some of the cases. I'll try and find exactly.
These are the non-communicable diseases,
yes,
and I recall
exactly.
that.
So for cardiovascular diseases, so far at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, they've recorded some 2,888. So we're talking about heart conditions. For cancers, minus childhood cancers, 1,252 of them. Hypertensive diseases, close to 1,500. And then diabetes, 5,225. You know, that's disturbing. Kidney diseases so far, 2,328. And then stroke, 523. These numbers may also represent new cases being recorded at the hospital. So it's not even painting the full picture for us on how the situation is. So it's something of concern. But good, the Mahama Cares Foundation, they began assessment at the major hospitals to know what these hospitals need and how they can intervene. And I should tell you that a lot of the hospitals, the teaching hospitals we have in the country, the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, for instance, Charlie,
not in the very best of conditions.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
Once you've mentioned health, I want to stay on the health. There's a health alert, and one that will interest a lot of people, that at least on average 20 cases of exposure to poison or poison consumption is recorded in each of the public health facilities across the country every month. 20 people. So
you read it again.
At least an average of 20 cases of exposure to poison or poison consumption are recorded in each of the public health facilities across the country every month. Let's work the math in terms of the number of public health facilities we have and 20 cases, because they say at least across the country. Now, the circumstances include perceived accidental cases mainly involving children, drug overdose, consumption of household chemicals such as bleaches, and exposures to pesticides. The head of the Ghana Poison Control Center of the Ghana Health Service, Caesar Nyadejo, disclosed these in an interview with the Daily Graphic. Now, he says that he advised that when a person, whether intentionally or otherwise, is exposed to substances they were not sure about, they should call the emergency number. And this is where I have a very big problem. The emergency number is not here.
It's not there.
It's not in the story. I've scanned through, and I don't know what the emergency poison center's number is. He says they run 24 hours, but I don't know what the number.
Call 911.
Absolutely.
Of course, they'll patch your call.
Too. But it would have been nice to know if I could get the direct extension to them, so that you get advice as to.
That's the crux of the story.
Yeah.
You have given a problem. You say there's a solution somewhere.
Call that when in doubt. Call and that contact is so. Let's be wary out there, because 20 on average across every public health institution most certainly is a matter of concern. But there's controversy at UCC over the Vice Chancellor. I'm not quite sure what the problem is, but GTech is intervening.
Before you go to UCC, let's go back to the health stories, the 3 stories put together. So, you are not well. You go to hospital. At the hospital, you are exposed to feather harm.
Oh yes, you definitely
at
will
the
be.
Facility that is supposed to take care of your health, help you recuperate. Then you get more from there. Okay, let's continue.
In fact, one of the medical doctors at the medical directors at the Kolebu Hospital. So speaking with him, when you're doing some neurosurgeries, for instance, he's saying that there's the need for the hospital to get what they call a gamma knife, because what they have right now, if there's a surgery to be performed to treat a condition, by the time they treat that condition, they finish that surgery, you would have other neurodeficiencies, because what they have will give you more problems before they solve the other problem. If you're going through the brain, for instance, the neurons and all of that, because what they have exposes a lot of things, touches a lot of things. Any touch will give you
may end up,
yes,
or you definitely will get something.
You definitely will get something.
Jesus.
So let's be careful.
It's scary.
Let's be careful.
It's scary.
On the health notes, we can talk. You have the UCC story.
No, I don't have that. I think it's
closely linked to health. Is the police seizing a tramadol truck in Bintiri and arresting 6.
Bintiri or Binyiri?
Bintiri.
Okay.
Gbintry.
Okay, there's a T there, so
yes.
it's not.
So the Northeast Regional Police Command, in collaboration with the Narcotics Control Commission, has intercepted a large consignment of tramadol hydrochloride, leading to the arrest of 6 people. The operation, carried out on September 8, resulted in the seizure of 1,195 boxes of tramadol, commonly known as red. People are still smuggling these things. So the restricted drug was discovered hidden inside a truck during a coordinated security exercise. The suspects have been arrested. Investigations revealed that the vehicles had been loaded in Sankasa, Republic of Togo, and were bound for Gbintiri. A search uncovered the concealed boxes, and the drugs have since been secured as evidence. During interrogation, the suspect reportedly admitted that the consignment was meant for one Moses Ayorik in Gbintiri, who was expected to facilitate its onward delivery to an accomplice in Gushegu, Charlie. And then the 6 are currently in police custody, assisting with investigations. Security agencies say efforts are underway to track down others believed to be linked to the trafficking network. Good job, but Charlie, it's concerning.
I think yesterday as well, residents in Tamale staged a protest because we know that it is one of the areas where opioid is greatly abused, and they are demanding a rehabilitation center amongst many other things in the northern part of the country. I'm sure it's something we'll follow and we'll have details of. But I have that UCC story, and it has a picture of Professor Ahmed Jinapo as a Director General of GTEC, and then Professor Johnson Nyako Boampong, who's the Vice Chancellor of the UCC. And the story is that the controversy between the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, Professor Johnson Nyako Boampong, over his compulsory retirement age has taken a new twist. Now, GTEC has decided that with immediate effect, it will not process any requests from the UCC in respect of accreditation, salaries, that's government subventions, get fund support, book and research allowances, post-retirement contracts, financial clearance for recruitment, and any other related requests. Now, a letter from GTEC to UCC cited by the Daily Graphic said GTEC would, with immediate effect, not process any request from the university in respect of the following until there is full compliance with the directive and evidence of compliance is furnished to the commission. Now, another quote from that letter: until there is full compliance with the directive for the Vice Chancellor to proceed on compulsory.
And it is the school that may suffer, and the school may suffer, and the school is not made up of only the Vice Chancellor and a few management members. There are students, there are faculty, and all of that. And if you say that you are halting, financial clearance for recruitment and other, so not processing requests relating to accreditation, salaries, government subventions, and all of that, it means the impact may be far greater than the harm that is being caused. I don't know what the position of the university will be on this, and maybe they'll take somebody to court and all of that, but I think they should come to a conclusion, to an amicable solution. But my concern also is, I don't know, but is GTEC acting in its laws, in the regulations concerning the run of the university and the operations of GTEC? Because I don't see I'm trying to get the proportion.
Well, there's a bit of context here. So it does appear that the matter is in court. So let me read that bit. The letter dated September 22, 2025, addressed to the Registrar of the UCC, referencing an earlier directive dated September 29, indicates it was compelled to issue the new directive due to the fact that the governing council of the university had been restrained by an injunction of the High Court, Cape Coast, since October 8, 2024, from taking action on Professor Boampon's appointment as Vice Chancellor. So the latest directive follows the decision of Professor Boampon to disregard GTEC's directive instructing him to proceed on retirement. Now, following the confusion at UCC over Professor Boampon's contract extension and development in relation to his retirement age, GTEC earlier last week, in a letter addressed to the professor, directed that the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dennis Wolanyo Aheto, should step in to act in the interim. So it does appear there are legal issues in courts. There's an injunction restraining him, restraining the board from taking action on his appointment. So sincere apologies on that. You have a quick story as well, Sixtus?
It's Galamsey.
Yesterday, Galamsey is big. It's big.
Because, okay, so
there was a peaceful protest yesterday.
There was a vigil the night before. A protest yesterday. I think I have Education Minister also speaking at a Muslim event, at which he urged Muslims to rise up, be active in the fight against Galamsey.
Right.
I'm trying to get some direct quotes from the speech that he gave. Okay, so he says, hundreds of Muslims from far and near gathered at the Fadama Astroturf in Accra on Saturday to partake in this year's annual National Maulid. I'm not sure I know what this is. With a call on the citizenry to support President John Dramani Mahama in the fight against illegal small-scale mining, popularly known as Galamsey. Okay, so the event is celebrated annually by the Muslim community in Ghana to celebrate the birth of the Holy Prophet Muhammad and reflects on his teachings. Okay. Minister of Education was there. I'm still looking for
his direct quote.
It's not. It seems the story is more about who was at the event
than who was speaking.
What was said. Okay. So addressing the gathering on behalf of President Mahama, Mr. Idrisu said the president was aware of the consequences of illegal small-scale mining and its impacts on the livelihood of Ghanaians. According to him, President Mahama was committed to putting in place the needed reforms to help tackle the issue of illegal small-scale mining in the country. He said it was important for Ghanaians to be compassionate and just in the fight against illegal small-scale mining, and therefore urged them to rally their support to President Mahama and the government. He further expressed President Mahama's gratitude to Sheikh Osman Nuhu Shaributu for his support during the 2024 general elections. Mr. Idris also pledged the commitment of the government to ensure that deserving students from the Muslim community benefit from government's scholarship. He supported with an amount of 100,000 Mr. Banda of, well, like I said, I'm not really...
You're not feeling the story because...
The Galamsey story you're reading, I'm seeing the comments by some of the conveners of the Fix the Country movement. Mm-hmm. Somebody says if government does not declare the state of emergency, they will declare themselves.
How would they do that?
So he says, I don't know what extent the government wants it to get before they see it as a state of emergency. Mm-hmm. So for me and the teaming youth that joined the protest today, what we are seeing is if the government fails to declare a state of emergency on the issue, mm-hmm. then the youth of the land will declare a state of emergency.
we've gone through the law.
Is that the government is not seeing or does not see. I think it's the case that the president thinks that we have not reached there yet.
So it means you are not seeing it, Anna?
No, because he said it at the encounter at which Mawuena was, where Mawuena was given a seat at the high table and
close to the president.
Such mischief on a morning like this. Seated which right side? I wasn't even visible in all of that engagement.
So
you had to squint.
I think that the president was clear at that engagement that yes, there's a problem. Yes, we need to act. But what action do we take at what time is the question now. And that is the discussion we should be having. But to say that they don't see the problem, then we are going back.
Okay. Let me frame it another. Maybe this would be correct. So the president does not see the need for a state of emergency at the moment.
Which is what he said, actually.
That is.
And the people too say that they see the need for a state of emergency.
I mean, to be very honest, it's a very dicey conversation because if you read the law, which I think yesterday I had the privilege of glancing to it to avoid being legalese this morning, it makes a provision for securing life amongst many other things, and that is what the environment NGOs are using as a stick to beat the government. That look, we have to secure lives. Lives are at stake. Farmlands are at stake. That threatens the entire nation. Water bodies are as well at stake. And so, what else is a better time, or what else is crucial enough than to declare a state of emergency to protect these lives and vegetation cover and food and water resources that we have. And so, no matter where you look at it from, there's there's a lot of sense in the arguments they put forward as to why a declaration of a state of emergency is the next step. But the government as well believes that, look, enough work is being done. And so a state of emergency is not just a way to go just as yet. Final story before we...
Two people on the opposite thresholds. You can take the story.
No, I don't have one.
Well, this is still related to the Galamsey conversation. Peasant farmers, they are warning Ghana's 3.5 billion food import bill could rise over Galamsey. So they're saying that the annual food import bill of 3.5, it could climb even higher if government fails to take stronger action against illegal mining. They are warning arsenic contamination is widespread. There's dangerous arsenic levels found in nearly all regions. Soil in Konongo Zongo recorded over 10,060 ppm. That's 400% above safe levels, 400%. While water in Konongo Dumasi showed concentrations of 3.3 mgl, vastly exceeding drinking water standards. There's lead in food and fish. Lead concentrations in fish from Akwaboso in the central region and Konongo Zongo surpassed WHO safety limits, with some samples reaching 2.8 mg or kg. Vegetables such as pumpkin leaves in the western north also showed lead levels as high as 3.1. Crops contaminated across regions. Mercury, arsenic, and lead were detected in contumely, tomatoes, cereals, legumes, and everything, with some values well above international food safety thresholds. Water polluted. Several boreholes and streams, even boreholes, several boreholes and streams
all being polluted by
polluted.
I mean, we've had reports of contumely, cassava, call it what.
I saw a report just last week, late last week, about vegetables from some of the areas that we are being warned to stay away from. If you know the vegetables are coming from some of those areas, stay away because they are already heavily, polluted with mercury. And so it's not, and in this house, just yesterday, I was having a conversation with somebody in this house who, spoke about investments he made in drilling borehole at home and all of that. Still, they can't use the water because the water is is not safe from tests that he himself has done. So it's no longer Galamsey area problems.
No.
It doesn't matter where you are.
That's cross borders. Yeah. In fact, the MD of the Ghana Water Company Limited, he one day reported the turbidity of water at the Kwenyaku water treatment plant to have hit 32,000 NTU. And maybe you may not understand the 32,000 NTU properly, but it's a certain level. The ideal level, I understand, should be between 0 and 5.
And we are 32,000.
So
you see, and
it's not a joke we're talking about.
I think in all of this, because we continue to report it, people don't quite. It's not statistics, or it's not numbers that we're trying to run people through. These are potential lives that are at risk.
Yes,
actually,
yes.
These are not just numbers in terms of 32,000 MTU and this and
the ideal and acceptable turbidity of drinking water in Ghana, according to the Ghana Standards Authority, is a maximum of 5 NTU. 5, maximum of 5.
And we are at 32,000.
That's Kwenyaku water treatment plant alone, 32,000 NTU.
I mean,
we're all here.
Once we're reducing this to 32,000 NTU, 16,000. It has dropped from 32,000 to 25, and all of that. It's not the numbers, because in all of our conversation, we'll reclaim the land, we'll do this, we'll do that. Nobody, and I was reading this from Oliver. Nobody has mentioned to us how we remove the heavy metals from the food. We actually haven't spoken about how we can remove the heavy metals from the food which have been poisoned, so that we can say that while we are ending Galamsey, we are finding a way to remove the heavy metals. We will all be dead if this continues in the manner in which it is going.
Another funny thing is that, these pollutions that we are recording and how we are treating them. So, of course, the treatment plants, they would want to put some chemicals in the water to reduce the turbidity, to make it safe for drinking. But the more effort you spend to treat the water, in terms of money and all of that, I'm even talking about the chemicals. If the water was maybe at 10,000 NTU and you need 2 drops of something to make it safe, now you're using maybe 10 drops of that thing to make the water safe. That extra is also giving you side effects.
Exactly.
So as we are treating the water to make it safe, the extra effort in the treatment is also impacting negatively on our health. They mentioned that this 32,000 NTU they are treating, it means they have described the water as something like boiler water or something. And if
it's not fit enough for...
If they have to treat boiler water for you to drink, you can imagine the kind of things they are putting in the water. And those things they are putting in the water will also make you
come with your own side effects
in the long term.
As far back as 2011, 2012, I was working with Sky FM in Sunyani. And even then, when Galamsey was not really a thing, and I mean its effects on our water bodies, it wasn't a thing at the time. The water company started talking about and raising alarms over the potential of Ghana importing water within the next, I think it was 20 or 30 years then. And I recall at the time it was a big story, and this was the Ghana Water Company treatment plant or office area within the Sunyani area, I think Tanoso area. You see, this is far back as 2011, 2012. So you can imagine the alarm that was raised then without Galamsey. And today we have Galamsey that has come to worsen the case. So we are concentrating on the conversation about Galamsey, and by the time we realize we may be hit with the reality that there's no water in Ghana.
I mean, people have begun
which is quite
selling
crazy.
water around the GIZ area. They are selling imported water. There are a few brands that have come and they are expensive.
No, of course.
These bottles of water that will be sold there, they cannot reach anywhere. It's only the bourgeoisie people who will be able to afford.
Buy.
You and Mawuena who will be able to buy, but
to the glory of the Lord.
The mischief that permeates through this place. Guys, thank you very much. Noble Crosby and Sixtus Strong Ullo helping us with the review of our newspapers this morning. It's now time to as well hear from you on the many issues we've been running you through this morning. It's 7:25 here on the 3FM Sunrise. Let's hear your voices now.
Beat boy shake, yeah.
Just before we begin to hear from you on Community Voices, we'll go for these quick spots of commercials. We'll return, and your turn as well to have your voice be heard here on the 3FM Sunrise.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to the luckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's what we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together. Because luck is everywhere.
Play responsibly. Not
27 past the hour here on 3FM Sunrise. Let's get onto our phone lines right now. It's beeping red hot. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from, please?
Good morning, bro. This is Bryce calling from Abosoka.
Bryce in Abosoka, I trust that you're well. Let's hear from you.
By the grace of God, let me use this opportunity to greet Honorable Appiah-Ampofo, in charge of operation at the castle, and Honorable Mawuena in TBC. About Galamsey fight, meaning say SRC John Tamani Mama. In term we are by Galamsey fight Edanakuma Super Papa. So between you and fight Galamsey. Push abandoned and they film. You uncle for now more forest now on to Galamsey. Soldier 4 MPP time now on mobile or mobile. But you see, I know we share MC for night or more Jima or more water SLC John Dramani Mama. A bit in our fighting Galamsey because to be to me for 8 years and 3 years you any forest. Now 8 months there. You bet me I can say 8 months no. SLC John Dramani Mama Bema Yensu Nenati. It's here for Bravo. Then she said, "Want me fighting Galamsey in my because." The way I can say they do time, you know, I just say concurrence you as an anomaly. In now, it's me concurrence you and from an on it and back. And she has said to me, I said, John, the man, Mammachi. So, with me, I'll fight this Galamsey, Eddie Magana for saying, I want to hear.
Right, thank you very much for calling us from Abosoka. Your name and where you're calling us from, please. Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
I trust that you're well.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear us, please?
I'm Rose, Queen of the Airways, Ashaman, Lebanon.
Oh, Ashaman, Lebanon. Fantastic. And how are the people of Ashaman as well?
Everyone is doing well.
Everyone is
My
well.
brother, how are you too?
I'm also well. Rose, let's hear from you.
Okay. My brother, let me greet courage McAfee no Nekweku this morning, TDC boss, and my father, Honorable Danamate Mensa. Many of them are not pay your boy, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Basso. Because I couldn't or could be pa. Me and no me who video binuma echo Ralph. I said, you yen soon binuma sati any 80. Your best room was almost shamuti. Because Ghana for binuma sword thing. Galamsey essay yensu, essay assassi, and my ya real meimu. nipa bi mu sika omu benyanti no omu dwi oman no ho first omu dwi ahonyade omu benya tem ono ana ehia omu enti mesre ndc penyifo so omu ka ho no mu boy seselesi John Dramani Mahama ne minister no no kudi na omu ko Galamsey fight no so omu ntumi nto ase kra anu emba fom kra na yensu ye de anu timaye yentumi ntina oman mu enkokra nsu ye de kokra nsu afin e ko votari ja ko san so di abana enti e be sro mu amutu Galamsey ne se emna so se ejuma ba omu jai Galamsey no na yensu ye de anu etimaye nyame kra.
Rose, thank you as well. That's Rose from Ashaiman. Let's get on to the other phone lines right now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, I hope you're well.
By Jesus, I'm fine.
Fantastic.
This is Ajime Victor calling from Keta constituency.
Victor.
Is that what's the name?
Mawuena and Sixtus.
Mawuena and Sixtus. Like F1.
Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you. I would like to say a very good morning to our Council of State. That is from Volta region. His Excellency Dr. Tanko. And Mr. Edu Vitamaklo, another disreputable lawyer of NDC. My brother, you see, I will just tackle two issues and just get off the line.
Quickly.
I would like to talk about Galamsey. You see, when MPP was in power, Mr. Frimpong brought a report. You and I, you know more about it. They couldn't do anything about it. So when they are going about today, trying to just master that government about what they are doing, I don't think it's in the right place. Because we are doing everything possible. See, for the past 8 months, look at the excavators and whatever that, the chamfans and whatever that you see from the Galamsey side. So we are making progress. They should give us a break. They couldn't do anything. They were the people doing the Galamsey. Secondly, it's like we Ghanaians, we are forgetting about something, my brother. You see, what is Kenoforiata? We are forgetting about our corrupt politician. See, we were in this country, Bank of Ghana governor. He was allowed to bought about office here for $12 million. You understand? A lot of corruption cases. Why is Kenoforiata? We should bring Kenoforiata back to this country so that the law will take it on course. Mr. Ebeta, have a great morning, my brother.
Thank you very much. Let's get on to the other phone lines. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Good morning, Mawuena. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I trust that you're well too. If you could kindly turn down the volume of your radio set for us as well, so that we'll not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do that quickly.
Yeah. Do that for us quickly. Yes, it's much better. I mean, share your thoughts with us as well this morning.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. I hope you can answer.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I'm Lincoln. I'm Mr. Lincoln. I'm currently at Kaswa. And I would like to say good morning to Eastern Regional Minister, Madam Akosua Awate. You know, that lady is also fighting Galamsey and Central Regional Minister, Mr. Penny. And I'm urging all the district chief executives across the country where Galamsey is ongoing. President Mahama has found a warning that all of them needs to make sure they help his government succeed in the fight against Galamsey. When we came to power, President Mahama made a solemn pledge in opposition that he is coming to make sure they will fight Galamsey. And that is exactly what he's doing. The expectation of Ghanaians are very high. That is why today it looks as if President Mahama has failed. President Mahama has not failed. We are on the set, we are on radio, TV, we are watching. Some of the waters are becoming clean, some are not, some are rather going bad because President Akufo-Addo lost power. And within a week or two to hand over, it issued 300 and something licenses to people to go and mine without following them to see where they are mining. That is why things are making difficult. Things have become difficult for President John Dramani Mahama to fight Galamsey. But he's on course. He's not relenting on his promise at all. President Mahama is making a lot of effort. So we are also happy that the media is also on course to make sure we all get good water to drink. But I'm not expecting the MPP who did the worst for the past 8 years. We saw what happened. Today, you cannot point your finger to anybody in President Mahama's administration doing Galamsey. The previous administration, we know how they fought themselves. They are the woman organizer
Madam Jemfua was deeply involved, including
I don't have evidence to that effect.
No, it's a public knowledge. I'm surprised you want to catch me because I'm mentioning it.
No, there's no evidence to that effect. She's not before any law court, and so I'll just ask
Let me end on this and extend my greetings to our Sierra Cola President Joe Ashama for the good job he's doing. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you very much as well for calling. As well, call in 055-924-2717, 055-691-0154. It's Community Voices. Call in. Let's hear your thoughts as well. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawuena.
Yes, sir.
My name is Abolo. You can call me Mr. Common Sense, calling from Pokwasi.
Mr. Common Sense, I hope the people of Pokwasi are treating you well.
To God be the glory.
Fantastic.
Good morning to the MC Akote Agbo and Arrange McAfee Nulepeku. TDC boss is doing marvelous. And Lawyer Zuma, director of port, is doing marvelous, transforming the port. 24-hour service is going on there. Mawuena, I think His Excellency John Dramani Mahama have said it, that it's not yet time for us to declare state of emergency. So we should bear that in mind. Because he said it before. If you have not been a president before, you may not know what is happening over there. Me and you know, now, when you go to Western Region, Amakofibua, the Land Ministry constituency, some of the waters are coming back to a normal state. Videos are going viral, and we know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC are fighting this Galamsey. The problem here is the water bodies have been destroyed for these 8 years, and people are expecting just 8 months or 1 year. They want to see the water clean. It cannot happen in that way. Mawuena, you remember, Nana Akufo-Addo said he had put his presidency on this line in fighting of Galamsey. The same person amend the constitution and give our forest to reserve forest to people for mining. So all this, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is working on it. So people that are saying that should declare state of emergency, their president have come out and tell us that it's not yet. So we should bear that in mind. Have a good morning, my brother.
Thank you very much, and thank you for calling as well. Hello, good morning.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
I call you News Central.
I trust you well.
my special regards to Kemeni.
Absolutely, I'll let her hear it.
It's a woman that I cherish a lot.
Fantastic.
This is coming from my soul. I was not.
Fantastic. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Within the city. Eric, there's another Eric Trampa, senior custom officer at Akradi. So listen to you. So, Eric, my concern this morning is about the Galamsey. You see, the Minister of Education made it clear when he made the National Chief Imam and the Muslim community. Tell them the commitment that President Mahama is fighting Galamsey. And it's worrying situation. Today, it is the only thing that people are talking about. But the good things that President Mahama has been doing, nobody's talking about it. You understand? It tells me that the man is on course. And nobody is saying that he has made a comment saying that he's going to declare a state of emergency. You understand? He did not say so. He's going to fight it. And is it from the Ghana Water Resources? They have made it clear that there's a lot of commitment. Some of our river bodies are getting clean and everything. But it is something that we have to fight together and make sure that anybody who is involved should stop. Because this is a canker. We are all dying. You understand me? We're all dying. It's not about getting money. People make money out of it, but we should mind responsibly. You understand me? And let's blame the previous administration. They allow people to go into our forest and mine. That is where the problem is coming from. And nobody's talking about that. You see, sometimes people are trying to be oblivious and trying to turn blind eye to where the problem is coming from. That is the problem of Ghanaians. Let's look at what is happening. And President Obama is not looking at previous administration because of the mess up. It's going to make sure that it's going to end and make sure that Galamsey will end this. And let me end and say that good morning to my MP, Honorable Yusuf Jaja, and the wife, Ajia Jaja. Ghana is going to be the better place.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much as well. And thank you as well for calling. You can call us 055-691-0154. Community Voices. Let your thoughts as well be heard. Hello, good morning. Unfortunately, we lost him on the telephone line. We'll try on the other line as well. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. This is Atu, and I'm calling from Legon.
Atu, let's hear from you as well.
Yes, I've been listening this morning to your program. You are really discussing a very important issue. But I think that the serial callers are clouding what we're trying to discuss. So I'll plead with 3FM that maybe one day, the serial callers, just block them. Let's really have a good discussion on such an important issue. Because when they come in, the anger they are really going, isn't that right? We are all dying, and we want this Galamsey to end. So for them to come and say they are doing this, they are doing that, they can see. They can see, right? And so I think that 3FM should have a day where they block the serial callers. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well for calling, and I appreciate the thoughts as well, sharing them. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mawuena Egbeta.
Yes, sir. I'm well, sir. I hope you're well too.
To radio now.
Oh, I've not. I mean, it's all one company, so we continue to work in that regard.
Anyway, this is your brother Eben from Kwabenya. Can you hear me, Mawuena?
You're loud and clear.
Eben from Kwabenya.
Yes, Eben, I can hear you.
Thank you. I hope my Helen is around.
You hope who's around?
My Helen.
Helen, you mean? Helen is busy this morning, and so she's not with us just as yet. She will be on a lot later on our thought leadership series, and so you should be on the lookout for that one on making affordable housing amongst many other things.
Good morning to my boss, TDC boss. The yeoman job is doing at TDC is everywhere for every eye to see, and God richly bless him. And also, Honorable Akwesi Peter of Temashipia, Deputy Chief Executive. Jasper of Temawe, Chairman, I greet you this month. You see, my brother, I believe this Galamsey war will be won by His Excellency John Mahama. You see, the measures he has put in place, it's just 8 months, but Mawuena, you can attest to it, that the man is doing his possible best so that this war against Galamsey will be won. So rest assured, and especially, you know why Ghanaians in hurry, for Galamsey to vamoose in this country is because of bad governance we witnessed for the bad 8 years. We're watching horror movie. And for me now, if I hear former President Akufo-Addo talking, I ask myself, so soon he has forgotten the bad governance he gave us. For him to say that their best governance will give the MPP 2020. Oh, former President Akufo-Addo. Are you sure you listen to yourself at all, my old pa? Grandpa, I beg you, you go and listen to the tape again and listen to what you said. Please, don't mock yourself. Because the children's coming, when they hear you speaking, they say, oh, President, former President, you are worrying yourself. Because we all saw what you gave us. To the extent of even those that vote for you massively. You told them that you don't care whether they vote for the NDC. When they told you of your poor performance. I hope you remember. Hello, are you there?
I'm here. I remember that very well.
Yes. So I'll plead with Grandpa to just relax himself, because for him, I was even expecting when he had the podium or had the mic, he should have apologized to the people than to say what he said. So we are pleading with him. He better go and find some place to relax and what good government, because Abam Papa back. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Eben, and thank you as well for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Trust that you're well. Your name and where you're calling us from, please. Right. I'm from, let's hear you.
Nanado, Mr. Nanado. Nado. Kana mani na yanado. Ya Galamsey na what you can say, Mama Ba. Or Baba Pam Galamsey for now living election. Obana ono why you ministers na to go. I would have no two Galamsey saying so. And now the time they back at Mama Yaki. Why are they? Oh, your money move. Yaki, version now saying Jalakoda. Or person a better be a better P. You didn't put a people didn't put free Ghana because the moon cry. Ghana, you know, one of the Wakunya, a board Ghana, 122, I can say, what do I say 122 Galamsey, but you're free. I'm going to if you are bought no ball. I'm a gun, I want to say, yeah, the people said your mama buy it. Your mama provide for one next far. A young party. Your mama bet take you over the young food out of the money. And you know, fight me. And so, baby, you are baby. Then I got a man, the gentleman, mama. And she got a year. I'm on no hour, young woman in Cromwell, or both the art. I'm mindful for them here. Never and count.
So, better say thank you very much. 055 924 2717 055 924 2717 055 691 0154 055 691 0154 055 691 0154 also 055 924 2717. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm well, sir. What about you? Your name and where you're calling us from, please?
Nee from Dansuman.
Nee from Dansuman. Let's hear you.
I beg you, let me ask you, is your name Exeter or Egbeta or...
The name is Egbeta.
Egbeta, okay. Because I always call you Exeter, so I want clarification. Thank you,
it's not Exeter. I beg you. There's a unique meaning to the name, Egbeta. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, respectfully. Thank you, sir. You know, I was listening to you guys this morning, and then I tuned into Joy FM, you know, just to listen to what's going on, and everybody's talking about Galamsey. Look, I told John in the last time, that all this Galamsey nonsense can stop one day, just one day, if the father of the land gives an instruction. Look, forget about state of emergency, forget about it. Let me even go there. If Asante Hene should open his mouth and say, from today, as I speak to anybody found there will have an issue with me. If all the chiefs should open their mouth and declare that nobody, no man, one of a woman should go close to any forest reserve or any water body if you are found. Or, I mean, it's a no-no. And if John Muhammad should also decide that he's going to support whatever the chiefs are saying, look, tell me who even trespass? Who? Nobody. So if they are not all saying it, then it means that there's a question mark somewhere. Somebody is benefiting something from somewhere, and somebody is trying to cover up and massage and manage situation. Look, Ghana is a crime scene. The country we live in is a crime scene. Last night I was around Circle, and look, I felt like we are destroying ourselves. No street lights, chaos. There was total lawlessness. I'm asking, does it mean that after 6 o'clock there is no police, no MTTDD or MTTU, no traffic order, nothing? There is nobody to direct, anybody in Circle. It was just chaos. I mean, what are we doing to ourselves? Why are we doing this to our own very self? You talk about it, then I say, but look, it will get to a time when the children cannot keep quiet again. They will look in the face of their fathers and tell them the truth. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you as well for calling, and you will be my final caller for the morning. Hello, your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Dr. Takora, UGMC, currently in Kolebu for training.
Fantastic, Doc. Doc, let's hear you.
Yes, sir.
I believe you're bringing a medical expertise to the Galamsey conversation, because I suspect you're seeing the adverse effect and you want to share with us as well.
Exactly. But first and foremost, I would like to remind the Finance Minister, Minister of Health, there have been over 120 plus medical officers who have been working for 10+ months, their salaries have not been paid. They are going through a lot. Please, Mr. Minister of Finance, Health Minister, do something about it before things fall apart. The brain drain is already something that is affecting us. We don't want some of these happenings to continuously push the younger ones to write exams and leave this country to serve other nations, whilst we need more medical officers. Now to the Galamsey fight, I think the politics around the whole thing is just uncalled for. And when I say politics, it doesn't have to do with just the politician. I mean, we have traditional leaders who are the custodians of the land. They release these lands to people to mine on, and it's causing devastating effects on our environment. It's causing devastating effects on our health. I mean, you look at the number of young people coming in with kidney failures, young people coming with liver cancers, things that we thought were just in the books when we were studying medicine. These are things we are currently seeing in Ghana. Children are being born with defects that we thought were just for academic purposes written in books. But today we are seeing all these in Ghana. And this stretches across the length and breadth of the country. I mean, having worked in Tichimine, there were some instances they bring in babies and you are wondering what could have gone wrong. But then the root cause is this Galamsey menace we are seeing. Then you come to the bigger facilities currently at Kolebu, the number of kidney cases coming is just overwhelming. In the first place, we don't have adequate health infrastructure. We don't have the amenities to manage some of these cases. And they keep coming. How many ICU beds do we have in our bigger facilities? How many beds do we have? And now we are going to battle a lot of chronic illnesses simply because of the greed of a few people. Our chiefs, our traditional leaders, if you are able to ban noise making just to celebrate a festival, simply because that festival will bring a lot of goods, a lot of gifts from politicians and the like, please ban Galamsey on your lands. We are begging you. Galamsey alone is a reason enough for a lot of technocrats, a lot of young individuals in Ghana to sought greener pastures abroad, because we cannot live in a country where our future generations, our children are unsafe. If you are a young professional, one of the biggest things that is heavy on your thoughts in recent times is whether to continue to live in Ghana and have your children here or seek greener pastures abroad. Greener pastures not because you want to live, but because you want to keep your family safe. These thoughts are heavy on our minds. So please, our politicians, Mr. President, I love you a lot, but if you fail to fight Galamsey, I would hate you for the rest of my life.
Doc,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Just hold the line for us. My producers will want to engage you as well. So just hold the line. Don't drop just as yet. Just hold the line for us, Doc. And he will bring us to the end of Community Voices as we make way